What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. Gel test time again. We have some bulk ammunition today. It's hollow point, it's defensive, but it's bulk. It's what Federal has labeled as this white box jacketed hollow point 9MS. Now if you look that up, what that's going to be is Federal Hi-Shok. I don't know too much about Federal Hi-Shok. I've never bought it, but this is something that you can get in bulk, usually 50 round packs or more from some of the various sites. It's another one of those ammos that were available when the ammo crunch was going on. It was one of the only hollow point defensive rounds that some of the shops were carrying. So I have a box because why not always have a box of one of everything? And I have put it in a couple of defensive guns before, so I wanted to see what it actually does in gel now. Just a little disclaimer on this, I'm going to show you pictures, or I've already showed you pictures of this ammunition, and it has a primer seal on it right now. I'm 90% sure that I primer sealed it and bullet sealed it, but it might have come out of the box that way. Sorry, I can't even remember. I got this a couple of years ago, so I either did it or it came out of the factory like that. Not sure either way, but I'm pretty sure I did it. The two firearms we're going to use today are the Shield 9mm and the Glock 17 9mm. This is the original Gen 1 Shield. This is the Gen 5 Glock. So not the Shield Plus, not the Shield EZ, Gen 1 old school. It's a really good gun. I recommend if you find these things cheap, go ahead and grab them. They might only have 7 or 8 round capacity, or 8 or 9 once you put the plus one in there, but really slim, really compact. The grip isn't too aggressive. The trigger isn't too horrible, and they're very accurate. This gun has never jammed on me, and I've run all kinds of stuff through it. The Glock, everybody knows about a Glock, so I don't have to tell you much about that. The other disclaimer I have to keep giving for a little while is my face is still paralyzed over here, so I'm not drunk. My face just isn't working on the left side. This is a brand new clear ballistics gel block, the 20-inch shooter's block. I don't do 16-inch blocks because you almost always get a pass-through on most ammunition, so why not just go with the 20 inches? And most of it does stop at right around 20 inches. But there's already 2 rounds that have been shot through here from a previous test. Pay no attention to that. We still have plenty of clean block to utilize, and I hate melting this stuff, so I'll get the use that I can out of it. And for anybody who questions the integrity of the test, take a look at this video here. We tested the gel test just because of some of the comments mentioning that the gel might lose its integrity and the test isn't fair. Really interesting test. You're probably going to learn a lot. Take a look at that one. All right, we're 10 feet off the chronograph. I'm going to try not to hit those other holes, and hopefully the chronograph works. The Shield first. .968, kind of on the weaker side in my opinion. Of course it is a heavier grain weight, so maybe not. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? There is the entrance right there, and there is the wound channel right there. We landed at 16.5 inches, I would say, and then there's just a little bit of bounce back to about 16. I know the camera angle looks a little funny there. It definitely opened up really nicely. You can see that, and it's face forward. Show you from the top. Hopefully you can catch it. Right there's the start. It travels right under those other 2 and lands right there. Opened up nicely. All right, now let's see if we get any more penetration or more expansion or whatever out of the longer barrel of the Glock. .1044, so we did get more velocity. And there is that entrance. And I think with the increased velocity, we ended up opening up either quicker or more, but we did not penetrate as deep. So that wound channel is this one right here. And if you travel it down, it's a nice beginning wound channel. It's a little bit more than the one underneath it, I would say. But I think that caused it to lose some momentum. It ended up right where those other ones from the previous test. If you want to see what those bullets are right there, it's that test we did right there. The Hi-Shok out of the shield is 0.54 with a weight retention of 155 grains, 154 grains. So it's heavy actually. Out of the Glock with a Hi-Shok, it's 0.60 with a weight retention of 154.2. So definitely a difference between the Glock and the shield. That barrel length made a difference. That ammunition right there seems like it's bulk, cheap ammunition, but I think it's actually probably pretty good stuff. The bullets seem to expand pretty nicely, and you did get the penetration you needed. And with the shield, I've noticed that with a lot of different rounds, the shield will go ahead and put it at a velocity where they will penetrate a little bit more than something that goes a little bit faster and expands quicker. It's the 9mm round out of the shorter barrels is definitely more sufficient. It usually tends to go in just a little bit more, but it tends to go ahead and expand also and create that wound channel you need. I would trust that ammunition. I do have that loaded up in a couple of guns right now, actually. Like I said, I bought it when you couldn't get much 9mm, and it's proven that it's a decent round. You can practice with it because it's cheap enough, so you can actually practice with what you're going to use, and you can have no excuse right there to cycle plenty of magazines through your firearm. If you can find this stuff again, if it comes around, you can get a couple boxes. That's a couple, you know, at least 100 rounds with a couple boxes. If you get maybe 4 or 5 boxes, you've got enough to definitely test your gun thoroughly with the ammunition that you're going to use for defense, and you'll get the feel for the exact type of recoil you'll get out of it too. I think it's a pretty cool ammunition. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hope you liked this gel test. Hope we see you back for the next one. We got plenty lined up, and until we see you next time, stay safe, have fun, and keep shooting.